Hello and welcome to Asia Rugby once again. The World Cup Sevens is a wonderful week. In fact, day three for all four Asian teams. Four wins for all the Asian teams: Japan women, China women, and Hong Kong and South Korea, respectively. Some great momentum to take back in terms of coming into the Asia Rugby 7 series. Let me introduce my guest first. Guy joined with me. Of course, Guy is from Asia Rugby's competitions and also joined with Kasif, who is from the Asia Rugby Athletes Committee, former Pakistan rugby captain, and also good to have us Lauren, of course, Qatar women's rugby captain, joining us to talk about these three games. First up, Japan 17 versus Poland. It's a rematch of Challengers Series. However, Japan winning this challenge final in the Rugby World Cup Sevens. How momentumful, how impactful as an Asian region, Guy?
Well, it's a brilliant result for Japan, for the athletes. I think the most pleasing thing about it is they backed it up. That win in the Challenger Series in Chile a couple of weeks ago, or about 3 weeks ago maybe, they backed it up and they beat Poland again. So well done to them and congratulations.
Absolutely, yes. Japan scoring. Wakabahara once again scoring two tries. She was menacing in the Challenger Series,
Wow,
scored nine tries. And
correct.
how pleased are you with this performance, Kasif?
So yeah, it was a treat to watch Hara play. She's fast, she's furious, even though she's small, but she has all it takes to be a fantastic rugby player. And I think she's proved it today at the game against Poland. Japan had a scrappy start in the beginning, but their excellent rush defense, that really paid off because the Polish players, they were big and strong, right? They did give a hard time, but I think it all came down to great leadership from the captain and great performance by the team. It was teamwork, and obviously the discipline was there, the leadership was there, and not to mention the overall speed. That's the name of the game. So great win, and congratulations to Japan.
Absolutely. Just like you mentioned, the defense was outstanding and also leadership and the decision making. The captain's Yume Hirano scoring that all important try to get
That's
that
right. That's
victory.
right. She led from the front and did her part, and that was a treat to watch, as I said.
Absolutely, indeed. Lauren, next game is China women beat South Africa for consecutive time. They did beat in the Challenger Series 3 weeks ago in Chile. It was a helter-skelter, 21 points to 19, Lauren. Sun
Yeah.
Yu scored a try, Chen Kei and Zhao Ying scored a try. Your thoughts on that?
I mean, it was a physical match. South Africa was strong in the scrums and the line outs. I think they got over the line pretty quickly within the first maybe 2 or 3 minutes. But then China fought back. Halftime, it was 14-5 to China with the final score 21-19. Physical game, but China held their own. It was a great game to watch. So congratulations to China.
Absolutely physical game. We witnessed that China, when Japan played South Africa, the home team. How pleased are you with that performance, Guy? China winning that again, beating the home nation.
Again, it's what we expect from China. We spoke about them in day one, I think, where we said they've got huge potential. It's just probably getting those nerves out of the way and playing the way we know they can play. So that win and winning with 2 points, just that shows you character. That shows you belief in the team, which is brilliant. And if you look at the result over the 3 days, if it wasn't for that Poland game where they threw it away with two yellow cards in the last 3 minutes, they would have only lost one game and won three. So that just proves what a good team they are.
Absolutely, indeed. We were talking about yellow cards yesterday, and it seems like you cannot keep China out of getting a yellow card. They did consider yellow card in today's game as well. But the last few seconds, the defense, Lauren, they went into the overtime, in fact, around 47 seconds or so. But the defense still, they were like a valiant effort in terms of not letting South Africa to score that try.
I mean, it's not easy with 6 players on the pitch in a sevens game, especially in those dying minutes. So they did really well. It was a shame they got the last yellow card, in the last minute and a half of the game. But they fought, and I think they South Africa scored just within the yellow card, I think within 30 seconds, but they kept going, and the next time they held them back. So they were lucky with the 21-19. If they hadn't have got the yellow card, it might have been a bit easier for them. They made it harder on themselves, but they did great.
Absolutely, they did great, and a big congratulations to Sakura Sevens finishing 9th in the world in this Rugby World Cup Sevens, and China women finishing 13th in the world, which is fascinating news for Asia. Moving on to men's, Hong Kong versus Tonga. Hong Kong, what a game! What a game! 19 points to nil. Guys, we were talking about yesterday. It's going to be a physical game indeed. It was a physical game, but Hugo Styles was like marshalling his forces really well, scoring a try. Liam Dutt is scoring a try, and Michael Cowdell, the experienced campaigner, also scoring a try. But 19-0, that's some a statement made by Hong Kong.
And again, showed brilliant teamwork in defense. That's the second game that they don't concede a single point. We spoke about how physical we expect the game to be, and Styles, out of all people, probably the smallest on the field, was just getting stuck into these Tongan players. And he led from the front. Well done, I say. They were really impressive. The way they attacked when they had the ball, and the way they were, as people say, they were comfortable without the ball, and that's really pleasing to see. Very, very good performance from Hong Kong.
Absolutely, yes. Kasif, your thoughts, because Hong Kong were like, they didn't play up to their potential in the day 1 and day 2, but today they wanted to prove a statement, and this is a big win, 19 points to nil, scoreless Tonga.
Yeah, so they started off with against Uruguay, and I thought it's going to be an easy side for Hong Kong because I played against Hong Kong, and they really know their sevens. However, if you just see now, Uruguay did fantastic in the overall competition, but Hong Kong, right? They came back, they regathered themselves, even though Tonga would have been very, very physical. We've seen them play 15s and all, right? But I think the leadership, everything, the discipline of the Hong Kong players really paid off, and that was a fantastic win.
Absolutely, indeed. Well done, Hong Kong finishing in style. And next game we had Korea playing Portugal again. Korea just managed to come over that wooden spoon competition, 12 points to 10 win, and finishing as 21st in the World Cup in terms of ranking. Van Yong Park scoring the try, and Jong Yeon-sik scoring that all-important winning try. Lauren, how wonderful that win for Korea.
Yeah, it was a great game to watch. I think Portugal started out on the ball. They did well, but Korea, they had 2 strong lineouts in the first 3 minutes. They ran great plays off the lineouts. They didn't finish then. It got a little bit messy around halftime. I think first try was to Portugal, and there was the final try to Johan Kim, but it was the second time he actually made it over the line. There was a great hold up by Portugal, I think, just around halftime as well. So great game by Korea. It was a fun game to watch, a lot of ball on the ground, but that's the last day, isn't it? Everyone's tired. It's a scramble. So
absolutely, yes. But guys, how important is that win for Korea? Because they played in the Olympics, they couldn't play up to potential. They were in Las Vegas training with the USA team, and they're one of the development team, played in the Challengers series. They have the depth, but going into Asia 7 series, US competitions, they're going to be once again a key team in terms of playing in those top nations.
100%, they're going to be one of the strongest team, a very good team in the 7 series. I'm actually looking forward to have them in the series and see how both Hong Kong and Korea, especially Korea, you can see them grow through the competition again. A couple of difficult games for them. Just they couldn't keep the consistency. As Dora has said, they had a tough patch around halftime. The halftime period of the game, but they managed to finish winners. So, I can't wait to have them the Asia 7 series.
Wonderful. Kasif, overall, your thoughts on all 4 teams playing in this Rugby World Cup Sevens?
I think I am super proud of the performance from both the men and women's team. They showed amazing level of discipline, amazing leadership from the captains, and it was just overall a good contest for them. Even though with Korea, I saw the Uganda game, and it was brutal, right? They were really physical. Unfortunately, a loss to Korea, but in the end, beating Zimbabwe and then Portugal, it really paid off. So overall, super proud of the performance, and wishing them well for the competitions to come with the HSBC Sevens and the World Sevens World Cup later on.
Wonderful, Lauren, Gait, and Kasif. Thank you very much. So that's the wrap of World Rugby Sevens World Cup from Cape Town, and thank you once again joining. We'll have some scenes coming from Cape Town Stadium, where our president, Mr. Kaisal Dalai, visited all 4 teams.
Thank you, Sabir, for having us. It was fantastic, right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Sabir, and thank you, Khurram, in the back, in the
background.
always organizing things. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much. So that's all. That's the wrap up, and we'll see you soon with more news on Asia Rugby.